Meet Max. He was a brilliant kid, quick with a joke and super fun to be around. But Max had one big problem. He wasn't very good at listening. Whenever an adult or friend asked him to do something, his default answer was often a loud, grumpy response. One sunny afternoon, Max's mom politely asked him to clean the huge pile of toys overflowing from his chest in his room. Instead of agreeing, Max huffed loudly, stamped his foot, and dramatically declared that it was an unfair job for such a busy guy. Later that week, during art class at school, Max's teacher, Mrs. Lilly, explained a new project requirement. Before she could finish her sentence, Max shouted out, demanding to know why they couldn't just draw robots instead of boring landscapes. Even when playing with his best friends Leo and Chloe, Max always had to be the boss. If they wanted to play tag, Max demanded they play his elaborate space pirate game, ignoring their pleas completely and talking over their ideas. His friends started getting tired of his constant demands and rude interruptions. Max noticed that whenever he spoke rudely, Leo and Chloe would exchange a disappointed look, then quietly shrug their shoulders, their excitement vanishing entirely. One afternoon at the park, Max was explaining very loudly how to properly use the swing set. When he turned around to see their reactions, he found himself blinking in total confusion, realizing his two best friends had simply walked away. Max angrily stomped his foot, demanding his friends come back and listen to him immediately. But the only creature nearby was his loyal dog, Buster, sniffing happily in the grass nearby. Even Buster seemed to have had enough listening for the day. That night, Max went to bed feeling lonely and frustrated. He curled up under his covers, wondering why everyone seemed so eager to leave him alone lately. He closed his eyes, thinking about all the harsh words he had used that day. Soon, Max drifted into a very strange and magical sleep, entering a place unlike anything he had ever seen before. The landscape around him began to twist and transform into a wonderland of bizarre, vibrant colors and impossible shapes. In this curious dream world, the trees didn't stand still. They swayed dramatically from side to side, looking like they had definitely consumed too much coffee. Everything bounced and jiggled as if the whole world were made of delicious gelatin. Suddenly, Max decided to try talking, just to see if his voice worked in this strange place. He yelled out a familiar complaint, "I hate this boring dream," and something immediately surprising and unexpected happened. To his utter shock, the angry words he had just spoken didn't disappear into the air. Instead, they took the form of hard, bouncy rubber balls, which immediately turned around and bounced right back toward Max's head, aiming straight for him. Max stumbled backward in fear. He shouted another familiar phrase, "You never listen to me," and those new words joined the others, multiplying into a giant, angry word machine, hitting him harder and harder in the weird landscape. The chaotic bouncing words stung him slightly and made his head spin, proving that even words spoken in a dream could have a very real and unpleasant physical consequence. He couldn't escape the noise or the impact of his own anger. Panicked, Max tried to run away from the bombardment, but no matter how fast he ran across the jiggly terrain, his own rude words followed him, relentless and unstoppable. He desperately needed guidance and fast. Just when he thought he would be completely overwhelmed by the constant bouncing word attack, Max noticed a large, calm shadow nearby. Perched peacefully on a swaying, luminous branch was a magnificent, wise old owl. The wise owl hooted gently and explained, "Little one, words are very powerful things. When you speak them with anger, disrespect, or rudeness, they always return to you, bringing chaos and hurt, just like those rubber balls." The owl continued, explaining that if Max chose words filled with kindness and respect, those words would not become rubber balls. They would instead spread calm and happiness wherever they went, making life much better for everyone. As the wise owl spoke of patience and asking politely, all of Max's remaining rude, bouncing words instantly vanished without a trace. The air became perfectly still and silent, and Max finally felt a sense of wonderful, deep peace. Max woke up with a sharp gasp, his heart racing fast in his chest. He was back in his own bed, safe, but the lesson from the bouncing word dream was clearer than any alarm clock he'd ever heard buzzing loudly in the morning. The next morning, when his mom asked him again to clean his room, Max paused, took a deep breath, and remembered the visual chaos of the bouncing words. He looked at his mother with a thoughtful, genuine smile. Instead of stomping his foot or yelling, Max responded politely. "Mom, I know I need to clean it. Can we please work on it together later this afternoon?" His mom smiled brightly, happy to see her respectful, listening son. Remember, kids, your words have power. Choosing kind, polite words makes the world a happier place, and it makes sure your friends and family always want to stick around and listen to you, too. Please like and subscribe for more great stories.